Lighting with RGB lights for filmmakers and photographers. RGB lights can produce the colors red, green, and blue. And when these colors are mixed, they can produce all kinds of different colors. This gives filmmakers and photographers a lot of creative choices that they used to only get by placing colored gels in front of lights. Imagine how many colored gels you would need to match the colors that an RGB light can produce by simply adjusting a dial or controlling an app. In this video, we will show you some lighting setups using RGB lights. But first, let me show you the specific RGB lights that we will be using. This is a Came TV Slim Tube RGB LED light. I like this light because it can be dimmed. It has removable barn doors to control light spill. It can run off of inexpensive Sony NPF type batteries, and of course it can create a lot of different colors. Color temperatures ranging from 2000 to 9999 degrees Kelvin. I also love its effects. It has 36 scenes. Some of my favorites are lightning, TV,
let both sides explore what problems unite us, instead of belaboring those problems which divide us.
bonfire, and police. So you can see right away how these effects could help you light a scene. I will also be using this Yongnuo YN360 RGB LED light. It also runs on Sony NPF batteries. This type of light is often referred to as a light bar. Lighting setup number 1, using RGB lights as rim lights. I've set up a black backdrop so you can see what the lights do to our subject without a lot going on in the background of the shot. I will place the light bar on the right side of our subject and set it to blue. Here's what that looks like. Notice how the light rims the side of our subject's face. On the left side of our subject, I will place the tube and set it to red. Remember, these are the colors that I've chosen. You could of course pick other colors. Here's what both of the lights on looks like on our subject. It's pretty dramatic. If we want to brighten the face a little bit, we can place a third LED light right next to or above the camera. I'll put a collapsible softbox on this light to diffuse it. This is a daylight balanced light, so our camera's white balance is set to 5600 degrees Kelvin, daylight. Adjust the brightness to your liking. This is what it looks like with just a little light from this third light. And this is what it looks like with the light being brighter. Notice how we can see a nice catch light in the subject's eyes. Setup 2, using RGB lights as back and background lights. In this next setup, we will place our RGB tube light in the background of our shot to light up the wall. Let's make it blue. I'll place it just out of frame using a boom arm. Here's what that looks like. Next, we will place our RGB bar light on the right side of our subject to light up the side of his head and shoulder. I'll set it to blue as well to make it look like the light from the background is also lighting the back side of our subject. Finally, I'll place the LED light with the softbox on it to the side of the camera, further from the camera than our last setup. This is another solid yet simple light setup in my opinion. The blue background really helps pop the subject away from the background. Here's another quick version of this setup using our 2 RGB lights set to red. This time, we placed our background RGB light in the shot. If this was a music video, we could place several tubes in the background, perhaps pulsing to the beat of the music. Here's what that shot looks like with all 3 lights on. It's pretty dramatic. Setup 3. Using RGB lights for a natural look. One thing to keep in mind is that RGB lights can also create natural looking light. They are not just for colors. We'll place our light bar above our subject's head and use it as a backlight. We set the light to daylight balanced. With our camera's white balance also set to daylight, the light from this light looks natural, no color tint. To soften it, I'll clip a piece of diffusion gel around it. It puts light on our subject's head and shoulders. It also lights up the background of our shot a little bit. We'll also set the tube light to 5600 degrees Kelvin. This makes it daylight balanced. We'll place it near our camera and use it as a key light. To soften it, we will place a circular, collapsible diffuser in front of it. This creates a nice natural looking shot in my opinion. Next, we'll add an LED light in the hallway just to light up the doorway in our shot a little bit. Finally, we will aim another LED light up at the ceiling and adjust it so that it brings up the ambient light levels in the entire room. This also helps fill in the shadow side of our subject's face, just a little bit. Setup 4. Horror Silhouette. Another quick setup you can try is just using the RGB lights set to red and have them light up the background wall of your shot. Leave your subject in the foreground unlit. This creates a horror-style silhouette look that's quite effective in my opinion. Setup 5. Gritty Bathroom Look. Here's another simple setup. Place the tube light on a light stand and set it to green. Have it light up the wall in the shot. Put the RGB bar on a boom arm and place it over the subject's head. Also set it to green. Clip a diffusion gel around it to soften the light a little bit. You can also add a piece of black wrap foil on the end of it to reduce some of the light spill. The result is a very green and dramatic gritty look. The green mimics ugly fluorescent light. Of course, a more beat-up bathroom would help sell this look. If you don't want to go that extreme, you could warm up the overhead light and get a result that looks like this. Well, those are some ways to use RGB lights. Of course, with all of the colors that they offer, the possibilities are endless. I hope I inspired you. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe.